Hello, my fabulous little Commodores. Mrs. Canary here to do your math lesson for today. We are going to start out by first reviewing some of our shapes that we have been talking about over the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to show you a piece of paper. I'm going to point to a shape, and then I want you to tell me the shape's name before I tell you the shape's name. All right, so I'm going to point to the first shape. This is this shape right here. It's flat, it has straight lines and 4 sides that are equal. It's a square. A square is a flat shape. How about this one? This is a flat shape that has 4 sides, 4 points or corners. And the sides are 2 long sides and 2 short sides. A rectangle. Good job. How about this one right here, friends? This shape is flat. It has 6 sides, 6 points or corners, and all of the lines are straight. Hexagon. This one right here. What is this shape, my friends? It's a flat shape, 3 sides, 3 points, and it has straight lines. Triangle. How about this one down here? It's flat with all curvy lines. It's an oval. Looks like an egg, doesn't it? And our last shape, it's flat with curvy lines and it has no points. A circle. Let's look up here at our solid shapes. What's this shape called right here, friends? It can roll and it has 2 faces that are in the shape of a circle. Cylinder. How about this one over here? This shape can roll. It has 1 point, 1 face. A cone. This one right here, it's solid and it can roll. A sphere. And then the last shape that's solid, it has 6 faces, 12 points or corners, and it has straight lines. A cube. Good job, friends. Thanks for reviewing those shapes with me today. Over the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the words more than and less than. And whenever I show you these shapes here in just a minute, I want you to tell me which group of shapes has more than the other. So let's look at these shapes right here. I have some cones, and then I have a triangle. Which group do you think has more? Well, when there's not very many, it's pretty easy to tell, isn't it? I can tell that there is more cones than there are triangles. And I can just kind of look at that without even having to count or match them up in partners. Now look at this group, this next group of shapes. So I have some rectangles and I have some cubes. Just by looking at those, can you tell which group has more than the other? It's kind of hard to do, isn't it? That's when we need to start using our strategy that we talked about a little bit last week when we said we can find their partner and match them up. So let's find a partner and match them up. And then maybe that way it will be able to tell us which group has more. So everybody's got a partner except for this rectangle over here. So I would probably think that the rectangles have more than the cubes because there's one more rectangle than there is cube. Now, if you guys can, get out a piece of paper or a marker, and I want you to draw 5 triangles on your board. Remember, a triangle has 3 sides. And underneath your triangles, I want you to draw 6 squares. Okay, now whenever I have my triangles and I have my squares, it's kind of hard to tell which group has more and which group has less. So we can use a strategy like we did with our shapes just a minute ago and we found their partners. But this time, since we're using a a pencil or a marker, we can draw the line between them to find their partners. That's another strategy you could use. So I'm going to take this first triangle and match it up with that square and keep matching. Oh, I don't have a triangle over here to match up. So the group of triangles and the group of squares, I think the group of squares has more. Let's count and find out to make sure we're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the group of squares has 6. And 6 is more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 there. And I can see that we have one more square than we have rectangles. Oh, I'm sorry, those are triangles. Silly Miss Canarium. So 6 is more than 5. Now, I want you guys to practice on your sheet. Instead of using shapes this time, it has some different pictures for you. And I want you to count the objects in each line, write how many in the box, then fill in the blanks. Use the words more than to complete the numbers. I'm going to do the first one with you. So let's count in the first line. How many raspberries do we see? I see 3. And how many strawberries? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which group is more, strawberries or raspberries? And we can draw our lines to match up. And we can see that we have 2 more strawberries than we do raspberries. So 5 strawberries is more than 3 raspberries. I want you guys to try the next ones on the bottom, and I want you to be using those math sentences. I want you to be saying 5 is more than 3. Blank is more than blank. Get used to using those words. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, friends.